morning. We just got dropped off in Ubao by Lake Cowichan by the Nanaimo Airporter, and now we are waiting for the West Coast Trail shuttle to take us to the start of the West Coast Trail at Bamfield. So it's just, it's not bad. It's drizzling a little bit today, so hopefully that's all we get today for the beginning of our hike. As you can see, Sally's enjoying her last cup of real coffee before we hit the trail. Our backpacks are loaded and ready to go. It's about 1:30 and we are starting our hike from the Pachina Bay starting point for the West Coast Trail. Right now it's warm, a little overcast. It was raining, or lightly sprinkling anyway, on and off on the way out here, but right now it's beautiful out, so let's hope it stays like this for the rest of the day. We have arrived at our first ladder and we're about 3 minutes into our hike. Yay! You excited for your first ladder, Sal?
A little nervous. Just a little nervous.
Oh.
But we'll be good.
It's not too bad.
We'll be okay without a pack.
Yeah. Just take your time. You got this. First ladder, successful. We did it. Right, sis?
Yeah, there's another one right away.
Oh, fun times. Ladder 2. Here she comes. Look at those views though, wow. 10 minutes into our hike, if that. We're doing great.
Thank you.
Ladder 2?
Oh shit. Yeah, it's okay.
Ladder 3. Right after ladder 2. Fun times.
It's never ending.
Never ending. There's nothing like 4 ladders right off the start to get your heart a-pumping. It's good stuff. Having fun so far. Well, looks like we've came across our first ladder that we head down instead of up. Oh, it's just a baby one. We got this. She's gonna go first and make sure it's safe for me. What a nice sister. She's got my back. This one going down is a bit longer. Having fun, sis?
You know it.
Boardwalks with the little grooves in them probably come in handy when it's extremely mucky. Right now it's not too bad actually, so we can actually walk beside them if we have to. But I will try these babies out. Well, we finally made it to kilometer 2. Feels like we've done a whole lot more than that.
304. So about an hour.
And hiking an hour, so 2 kilometers for the first hour, but we took the inland route, so we had 7 ladders altogether so far. Found our first slug. He's pretty big. I think it might be a banana slug, but
It looks like one.
I'm no pro on slugs.
Oh, we have to sprout the actual hit.
It's a big tree.
Oh yeah, awesome.
We're walking through a river. We even have a little waterfall. Want to go for a ride, sis?
Nope, I'm good, thanks.
You sure?
I don't think we'll get very far on that one. Ready? Oh, that was pretty cool. Alright, it was interesting.
We just passed kilometer 6. It's been pretty good going. The first kilometer was a bit rough with all the ladders, and then you do gain some elevation, but after that it's been a little mucky, but not too bad, and we're making not too bad time. So today's plan, I think, is to make it to Darling River, which is kilometer 14. So if we feel that's too much, we might stop at kilometer 12 and camp there, but if the skies look good and we think we can make it to Darling at 14, we're going to continue on. So yeah, we'll see where the rest of the day takes us. And here we thought we were done with the ladders today. We're not so lucky. How do you pee in the woods, Al?
Like this?
Do you have to take your pack off?
Nope.
No?
Nope. We know how to pee now with our pack on. You just squat.
A little wet. This is so beautiful. Look at that view. We are taking a little detour at just past kilometer 9, between 9 and 10 to the Sea Lion, I think it's the Sea Lion Rock lookout point. So took our packs off and man, it feels good. How you doing, sis?
Good. Packs, no packs? Awesome.
She took a tumble a little while ago at kilometer 8. Watch out.
Yeah.
It's a little slick. The logs are wet, so. But she's okay. She's a trooper. She didn't hurt herself, so. Look at that sun. Beautiful. Trail's a little overgrown, but we don't care. We feel wonderful without our packs on, so. Oh my goodness, Sal. Look at that. Oh wow. Look at that. Sea Lion Rock. Amazing. There's so many of them out there. Oh my goodness, I love this.
So Barb, do you still like the mountains better than this?
This is pretty darn good, I must say. I will take this today over the mountains. Who wouldn't? Oh my goodness. Must stop at Sea Lion Rock. Definitely worth the detour. Heading to the lighthouse. Well, we can't actually go see the lighthouse this year because of COVID, but we're just gonna go to the gate and see what we can see. Can't actually get on the grounds, which is disappointing because I was really looking forward to it. They are so ugly. This is the outhouse right by the lighthouse. Pretty fancy outhouse, I'd say. Today's supper brought to you by Mountain House Pasta Primavera. And this is our view while we're eating supper. Not too shabby. Well, the tent did pretty good last night in the rain. Wasn't wet at all. It's a little bit dirty. But yeah, it held up really good. My first time using the tent. There were a couple more tents around us, but they left early this morning, so nobody else around in this area. And there's the ocean. This is what we wake up to. Pretty amazing. Good morning. Yesterday we stayed at the Michigan campground. It's a pretty nice place. It was pretty crowded, but we made do. Beautiful. So let me just give you a quick show around. Most people have left for the day, so there's maybe another group or two left in this area, but besides that, everybody's gone. But I'll show you around. Here's some bear lockers. There's all the color for buoys. This was our view this morning. There was a bunch of tents in there overnight. We have made it down there this morning to make some breakfast since it's a little bit sheltered. Sally's getting her stuff ready. So quite a bit of shelter in the trees here, which is nice. And we've got a bear hang over here if the bear lockers are full, but there's probably about 3 bear lockers over here. There's another one down on the path here, and there's also some towards the washrooms. So green and lush. This is how you do breakfast in the woods with the least amount of dishes. Oatmeal in a bag. Keep the bowl clean. Smart. And there's my coffee. A fellow we met on the trail is starting his hike. It's raining a bit, so he's got his poncho on. We got to cross that river, so I think he said there's some rocks there that you can, for the most part, get across. Crossing the creek. Hoping not to get wet. We're doing some rock skipping. We are doing our first section of beach walk after Michigan towards Darling. We're following the footsteps. So the last kilometer has been basically rock hopping on the beach. Starting to rain again, so on goes the raincoat. On, off, right, Sal?
Yeah, pain in the butt.
We are almost at Darling. We can see some tents on the beach there, so we've almost went 2 kilometers today, but we've got 11 more to go, because I think we're going 13 kilometers today to Susiet Falls, so it'll be a busy day. We've got a suspension bridge, our first cable car. I think we got the famous red chairs that were supposed to come up to today as well, so it'll be an adventurous day. We have reached the Darling River. Looks pretty deep at some spots. Gotta find the best place to cross. A lot of sea kelp. Outhouses here as well. We're going to take the inland route from here. First ladder of day 2. It's wet, it's raining, and we're going up. Just came up from right down there. So green and lush in here today. It's beautiful. Some more boardwalks. Just so beautiful. Not bad lunch view. Well, we had a nice break. Took the packs off, let us bodies recuperate for a little bit. Had some lunch, took in the view. So beautiful. It's not really raining no more, just drizzling a little bit. So hopefully it stays like that for the rest of the day. Bridge 43. Which means we've done 43 bridges already in a day and a half. That's crazy. The famous old steam engine. Pretty neat. This little guy doesn't look too happy. Look like this, he's screaming. I think this is where the viewpoint where a ship went down in the early 1900s, 1906 I think, and over 125 of the passengers died. So sad. It's pretty rocky down there. Rough waters. Up we go. We just came from that one, and looks like there's one more down there, one more down there. We get to hike while we see this beautiful view. How amazing. Everywhere you look, just more ocean and mud. Somebody lost a flip-flop. We are doing our beach boogie. We have about another kilometer left before I think we can get on the inland trail, and high tide's coming in, so we should be good, but we're just trying to make smiles just in case. We see the entrance back into the forest. We beat the tides. We need a break though. That was hard work. We were really boogieing. We have reached the Klanawa cable car. First or last cable car, I guess, depending on which way you go. It should be fun. Putting her to work.
Yeah.
Almost here. We're both pretty nervous about this, our first cable car. I probably won't film just because knowing me, I will drop the camera, so I will see you on the other side. Well, the cable car was a success. It was really fun actually. We only made about halfway and then it stopped. So we had to actually pull ourselves across, which was a lot of work. Lucky there was two of us, so between the both of us we managed to get ourselves across. But yeah, now we know what to look out for the other couple on the trail. Did you have fun, Sal?
Yeah, that was an adrenaline rush.
Looks like we have a fallen tree. This part of the trail is wonderful. You got nothing but these boardwalks. There's a whole bunch of them. Okay, I'm officially out of breath. That was a really long ladder. Sally's coming up now. I'll show you. She's about halfway up or so. It's a good workout. Made it 1.25 kilometers. Means we are very close to Susiat Falls Campground. First, we have to navigate through some mud, but that's what it's been today. On a good note, we see camp. The not so good is it looks like we have 1, 2, 3, probably, I don't know, 4+ ladders to go down. Guess we gotta finish it with a bang. Right, sis?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Setting up a tarp tonight. First time taking this baby out. I got a couple tweaks to make still, but it should give us some shelter in case we get some rain, and hopefully the wind doesn't take it away. This is what camp looks like. It's a mess. They got things everywhere drying out. Tarps over there. Made a friend on the trail. He is trying to make a fire. And we're putting on some dry clothes. Look at that. The sun is out. Amazing. We're just grabbing some water at the falls. Wow. Look at all that water. Good time of the year to come. Night supper, lasagna and meat sauce.
That's okay.
With some added mozzarella cheese. Good morning. It's about 9 a.m. and we're finally making it out of camp. A little bit slower going this morning, but we're still getting off not too early. Or not too late, I should say. We are heading to Cribs today, so it should be a long full day. We've got about 16.5 kilometers or so. Yesterday we clocked about 14.5 to Associate Falls. We had a really great night. The weather finally cooperated once we got to camp. We had a fire and yeah, we just met some other hikers and shared some stories. It was a really great night.
Just found some money of some sort.
Quarter? Really old quarter of some sort?
It's like starting to decay.
Maybe it's your lucky coin cell.
Maybe.
Put it in your
Hold on to
pocket and hold on to it. So from here we can actually see the hole in the wall. Should be an easy beach walk for about 4 kilometers this morning. So yeah, looking forward to the day. We are following the footsteps once again this morning. I forgot to mention that we came across some wolf prints in the sand yesterday too, which was pretty neat. It was heading north, so going the other direction, which made us feel a little bit better. But then when we got to camp, we were sharing camp stories, and we had heard that outside some tents there were some cougar tracks beside their tent. So that's a bit alarming, but we know they're in the area, so we just have to play safe and hope they just kind of keep to themselves and we'll keep to ourselves. We also missed the bear, I guess, by half an hour or so. When we were crossing the river yesterday, about half an hour earlier than that, there was a bear that was lingering around for about an hour and a half, and kind of approached some people and they had to shoo it away, and finally it ran into the woods, but it didn't seem too scared at all. But we haven't came across anything. We're coming up to the famous hole in the wall, right up there. I can see how you can't really pass this at high tide. Hole in the wall. It's so neat. The tide was coming in too fast, so we had to get up onto that rock and We're making our way across, hoping that we can get safely down over there. A couple caves. Pretty neat. Another cave. We've seen quite a few eagles out here, and I believe at the top of that tree over there looks like it's an eagle's nest. Go figure. Just took off my rain jacket and it starts to rain. Damn it. Well, Sally can officially say that she's pooped on a hike. She just had her first bowel movement during a hike, didn't you, Sally?
I did, and now I know what it's all about.
How do you feel?
Great, actually way better.
Well, jackets are off again. Hopefully we can keep them off for longer than the 2 minutes that I had it off before. It's actually a nice day. It's cloudy, but the sun's trying to peek out, which I'm okay if the sun stays away. It makes hiking a lot more enjoyable when it's not very hot. So beautiful. Well, if you go too far on the beach, you come to a dead end. I knew we had to turn, but this was kind of hidden. So make sure that you look for the buoy on the log to get back into the forest. About 3.5 kilometers from Sucia Falls.
Go ahead.
Navigating through this stuff is always fun. Well, we had a tumble. Sally was up there and now she's down there. And
I know,
wow.
I hope I didn't rip my pants.
I think you did. She landed on that
Yeah, your pants were hooked.
nail. We
Stab me.
actually had to unhook her.
Okay, right. Oh, yeah.
A little river to cross. We need to get over there and up around on the sand. Let's see if Eric can get across safely without falling in. Back in the forest we go. Where else can you go and get views like this while hiking? Well, maybe there's a few places, but I know I've said this before, but wow, look at those views. And the sky, can you see the sky, ladies and gentlemen? It's blue. Kilometer 31, almost at Nitnat. We have made it to Nitnat Narrows. Now we get to have a break and wait for the ferry. And then the crab shack, here we come. Well, it feels good to take our packs off and there goes the horn. We're trying to get the ferry across. He's over there somewhere. And we're waiting for him to come pick us up. And so what are we going to go have? We're going to go have some fish and baked potato. Ooh, yeah. Some salmon and some stuffed baked potato. And maybe a grilled cheese and a Gatorade and maybe even a beer. We've been looking forward to this.
I don't know where I left my mask.
Yeah, exactly.
Getting in line to order our food.
Oh, like I used to do it. Yeah. Good. Hop on that log.
How's the beer, Sally?
It's delicious, actually.
Hit the spot?
Yep, definitely.
How many more kilometers do we have left to go?
10.
Yeah.
Take some, leave some. Take your box. So if you forget something, you can check in there and see if somebody's left something behind, or if you have too much stuff, you can donate some stuff. And this is how we dry out our tents when we can. Not sure if you can see the jellyfish over there.
I actually, I did a couple mountains in Alberta there, in Grand Cache area, and my knee, it's usually this one, would really bug me.
Oh, now there's a jelly there too.
Cool.
Come on, son, dry our tents so we can have a dry tent tonight. We just asked about the weather while we're sitting here waiting for our lunch at the crab shack, and there's only 50% chance of rain tomorrow, and then it looks like it's clear sailing for the last 3 days of our trip. Now we know that can change. We're on the west coast, so you never know, but you know, I'll take any bit of sunshine that I can, and right now we are so fortunate to be able to be at the crab shack with the sun shining and blue skies, and yeah, life couldn't be much better. Salmon and loaded baked potatoes.
You got stuff.
And Sally's got some halibut and a loaded baked potato. We are back on the trail heading to Cribbs Creek. We are doing some bushwhacking. A little overgrown here. There we go. Back to the trail. And the beach. Can you see Sally? Time for some candy. This part of the trail is nice, easy walking. Sure, it doesn't last long, but liking it now. Got about 5 more kilometers to go. We're all getting a little tired. It's been a long day. But this is what you do when you hike the West Coast Trail. This is what we signed up for, I guess, so can't be complaining. No, we came here. We've got a bit of a roadblock here, so he's going to show us how it's done.
Oh, how did you do that?
He makes it look so easy. We made it to Cribbs Creek. It was a long day today. It took us about 10 hours. We left at 9 this morning and we got to Cribbs about 7. It was a good day overall. It was just, it was long. We did stop for about an hour and a half at the crab shack and take our packs off and dried out the tent, and yeah, just had some delicious food and just took a rest. So that was great. Then after that, it was kind of easy walking in the beginning, and then it was a lot of bushwhacking. The weather was great. We had a little sprinkle today, but besides that, the weather held out. And so really, you can't ask for a better day than that. We're tired, feet are sore, got some blisters. But, you know, I'm hoping that they'll be in good shape for tomorrow, because we've got, we're going to Walbrand tomorrow, so I think it's about 11 kilometers. I heard the trail's not too bad, but Walbrand, I guess, is the section with the ladders, so we're prepared for a lot of ladders, though I think there's a new suspension bridge that cuts out a lot of the ladders. So yeah, so hopefully tomorrow is nice like today, but if not, well, nothing else that we can do about it. So this is Cribbs Creek. It's pretty busy, but not too bad. Still lots of room. Can't ask for better service at the beach than what we just got offered. There was a lady that went around with a box of wine, and she was filling up everybody's cups with some red wine. So I was coming out of the bushes and I was asked if I wanted red wine. Now, what kind of question is that, right? Of course I do. Who doesn't want red wine after a 10-hour day hiking? And I got red wine. Let me show you. Nice glass of red wine. Tonight's dinner: beef stroganoff, mushrooms and cream sauce, followed by a Twix, because I think I deserve that. And can't forget the red wine. Pretty good supper. Well, it's raining out there and we're packing up, but we're doing okay. We've got the inner of my tent taken down, and we've just put a mat down. Our bags are in the corner and we're sheltered from the rain for right now. It was quite chaotic trying to pack up, but we only got a little bit wet, so thank goodness for a little bit of shelter. Though now we're gonna eat some breakfast. So Sally's off to get the food bags, and we're just gonna sit underneath here and try to eat our oatmeal and a coffee, and hope that the rain goes away so we can start our hike. And if not, well, I guess we just carry on. Part of the West Coast experience, right? This is how we cook in the rain. Fun times, hey, Sally? Breakfast skillet. Wraps for breakfast. Well, it's just lightly drizzling, but not pouring, so I think this is our time to dash. The river crossing this morning. I heard it's usually not as deep as it was today, but we manage. We crossed right over there. There's kind of a sand shelf, and then we came back over here where it wasn't as deep, and it pretty fast flowing and deep over here, and it's where it joins the ocean. Nice easy beach walk today, well, for part of the day anyway. There's a bunch of sea lions over there. Can't see them, but you can hear them. One lone tree on the rock. Pretty neat. Well, darn it. We gotta cross this now. 10 minutes into our hike and we're reaching another obstacle. Looks like some tracks in the sand. me, they look like wolf tracks. The lighthouse is closed this year.
Yeah, we don't have...
We got ladder 1, and then we got ladder 2 over there, and ladder 3. Sally's just coming down. Good job, sis.
Thank you.
Back into the woods. Still overgrown.
Oh, breathe.
This one looks like a really long one.
It's a long...
But I think it takes us back onto the beach. Eric heading down. Making sure it's safe for us ladies. Well, we thought this was closed, but I guess they're serving burgers and pop and some hot drinks. So we're taking advantage and gonna have some lunch.
One coffee and then 2 cans of pop.
Okay.
What do you have for pop?
Orange, cream soda, root beer, and veggies.
Okay, that was great.
Another nice lunch spot, and we get to dry out the tents again since it was raining when we packed up, but they were pretty wet. Take advantage of the dry weather when you can. So excited for my burger. Didn't think that I was actually going to get lunch today, but totally got surprised, and they are open, so no tuna wrap for me today, but get a nice big juicy burger and some coleslaw. So pretty lucky. Day 4 is going good. Well, besides this morning in the rain, but look at those guys. I think we're gonna have a nice day. What's left of it. Eric looks pretty comfy over there.
That was the hardest topic.
Cheers.
This is what we do on the West Coast Trail. How's the coffee?
It's...
Guys again, we'll
Let me try it. Oh,
Bring a pen so they can
so good.
Did you pack that coffee cup and the chair in?
No. This is luxury.
Oh, yeah. Hiking at its finest.
Yes.
Divine.
How's the burger?
Divine.
There's this song that goes, Divine. What song is that? I don't know.
Looks good. How's your burger, Sally?
Excellent.
So
there's a
good.
West Coast Facebook page. Do you mind if we just remind everyone you're open?
Absolutely.
Because
Lunch was brought to us by this beautiful young lady, Katrina. Thank you so much, Katrina, for lunch. It was wonderful. Definitely hit the spot. She'll be here all summer, ladies and gentlemen. Lunchtime massages. Can I get one?
Trail physiotherapy.
Get in line. 1 chocolate bar per 3 minutes.
you're not even.
I do have a Snickers bar.
You need to go
My
like this.
hands could go all day.
It's worth every...
This is what I do back at home, so...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is also what I do back at home. I go to the chiropractor all the time.
We are back on the move. After a really nice treat and a nice break, we are back on the beach. So a couple little creeks we crossed, and we were told by some northbound hikers that the cable car is broken up here and we have to ford the river. Guess one of the guys said the river was up to almost his waist, so we guess we will assess the situation when we get there. Hopefully we make it across safe. And then smooth sailing to Walbran and just a small creek there to cross, and then we are done for the day. I think we've got about just a short day at 9 kilometers today. So far it's been absolutely beautiful. Well, here is the river we have to cross because the cable car is out. Doesn't it look fun? It goes right into the ocean over there. Looks pretty deep and fast, but we really have no choice. The cable cars are over there, but they're broken. Wish us luck. There's a whole group of us here, so at least, you know, we've got safety in numbers, right? We've got Eric being the brave one, trying to cross safely at the widest part of the river. Pretty scary. Got a long ways to go yet. He's got to go all the way over here yet. So far it's up to his knees, so he's a little over half. He's across. Almost. Goodbye, Carmana River. I will never forget you.
Doesn't look very sturdy.
He did it. Tide's coming in. We have some more paw prints on the beach. Break time. I believe this is Vancouver Point. We are gonna go back into the trees, kilometer 51-ish. As I was climbing this ladder, as I went to grab one of the boards, it broke. So thankfully it was on the way up and not when my foot was on it. That was scary. The ladders in this section coming up on the beach are in horrible shape. We have a visitor on the trail. He's just hanging out in the tree over there. Ah, so funny. Have fun!
Arms in.
It's the longest cable car on the West Coast Trail. There's the cable car we just got off of. Down a ladder and we are at Walbran. This is how we dry our stuff after a long wet day. There's my stuff. Shoes, socks, and a shirt. Well, this is what my legs look like. Morning of day 5. Pretty beat up. Sally and her new pole. She lost one into the ocean yesterday, so she found a new one for today. Good morning. Today is Wednesday and day 5. So we are heading to Camper Bay today. It's about just a little over 9 hours, but we're expecting probably to make it a kilometer an hour or so. I heard it's pretty tough going, so this is where the real challenge starts, is after Walbrand. So it should be a good day. It is beautiful out though. We didn't get no rain last night, which is the first night on the trail that we didn't get rain overnight, so it was really great to get up and not have everything wet. A little bit condensation on the tent and things were a little bit wet still from yesterday, but overall things were pretty good. Sky is looking pretty blue. Hopefully it's not too hot today though. Kilometer 53. Only 22 to go.
There's some, it's probably, I think there's some boards under there.
This section of the trail is really nice. Nice dry boardwalks and the sun is out and easy walking. If only the whole trail could be like this. I stepped in a big mud hole, up to my knee. The new Logan Bridge, suspension bridge, is pretty sweet. Look at that. Beats the ladders, that's for sure. Wow, a little scary though. Some big trees in here. We are at the ladders at Cullite. We have to go all the way down, and then I believe there's a cable car, and then all the way back up the other side. Well, that was only 8 ladders down to the cable car. It was actually really fun. Not sure about going up and how that's going to be, but I really enjoyed that section. Now we are at the river and we're drying some stuff out. See my tent back there. Sun is out. Oh, there goes an empty cable car. And we're gonna take a break and have some lunch. Well, that was a tough climb out of the river. Counted 10 ladders to get back up. So there goes my calories from lunch. On to the snacks. It's a pretty big tree. I think we have came across our biggest ladder on the trail yet. Let me show you. It's intersections like this that you try to find the best way. It's beautiful though.
Take a little rock, I think.
A neat little cave. Well, somebody's shoes didn't make it. Shoe 1 and shoe 2. Hopefully he had a spare pair. We found some salmon berries. Good stuff. We've got a side trail with some benches and a view. We haven't seen ocean all day today. Been stuck in the trees. We are thinking this might be the last ladder, maybe second last ladder, until we're down at camper. This is tonight's supper view. There's Sally waiting for her supper patiently. Our fire. So far we've only got 3 pairs of boots at the fire tonight. My tea. And my pad thai is cooking. Good morning. Today is day 6 and we are leaving Camper Bay this morning and we are heading to Thrasher. It's another clear day. We had a great night last night, a little bit cooler, a little bit windier in the cove here at Camper Bay, but yeah, it was a great night again. Meeting lots of great people on the trail. The camaraderie is wonderful. I've made some new friends, and yeah, it's just been overall a great experience. The tides are in our favor today, so we're going to be taking Owen Point. We have about just under 8 kilometers, I believe, until we get to Thrasher. Oh, we have a paw print. Ooh.
In my basket there.
Nice. He's heading this way. We've been following these for the last 2 kilometers or so. Beach Access A. We have made it to the beach access. We are heading to Owens Point. Low tide. So we get to take this route.
There's probably like living things that just stay in their little channel.
In every hole there's
You don't have to jump.
There, yeah.
This is teamwork at its finest.
Thank you. There you go.
Yeah, that makes me feel better.
It does? I know, it's actually made my heart beat a little.
Well, what are you going to do? Cali's Cove?
If you step
Holly's
there, I'll
Cove.
grab your hand. Switch hands. I'll grab your hand.
You don't have that far left.
Thank you. Awesome.
Yeah, I was thinking
That was very helpful.
Yes.
Right? It definitely helps.
Woo! Thank you. That was so helpful. Yeah, there's a beach access like just around the
Yeah,
bend there.
yeah.
Whoa!
Oh, you picked it up.
It's like an eyeball.
It's like the mouth. It's like a sphincter mouth, sort of.
Ew. Are you gonna drop it?
Aww.
So cool though.
We've reached an impassable channel. Too wide. So there's a buoy up there, and it looks like it's a detour. This area is pretty neat. Nothing like we've seen on the trail yet. It's kind of a nice break from the beach and the inland route. It's yeah, really neat. I would recommend this route. That is so neat. Such a cool area. Way up there. We got a family of sea lions or otters out there. They've been hanging out here while we're having lunch. Not sure if you can see them or not. Let the boulder section begin.
West Coast Trail. We're making memories, right?
Yeah, I did. 5 days of them already.
Actually, it was 6.
I'm trying to forget one.
I'm trying to block out that one rainy day.
Yeah. Go under, go under, go under, go. Countdown for you. He's going for it. Woo! Woo! Oh, he looks so cool. This is home tonight. Tonight's supper, instant mashed potatoes with cheese and bacon jerky. And this is my view. Sally's supper is
Spaghetti and tomato sauce.
tomorrow's supper is
The beer and burgers.
Come on, that's why we hike this trail, so we get to go for beer and burgers after.
Yeah. I had to think for a minute. I was like, what is tomorrow? Yeah, beer and burgers. Yummy.
Here. Just don't.
Good morning. It is day 7 and we are heading home today. Yesterday was a great day. Owen's Point was absolutely amazing. It was a different scenery from what we've been used to for the last 6 days, so it was a nice change. I really enjoyed yesterday, and the weather was amazing, and so we couldn't have asked for a better day. We actually got to camp really early yesterday, well, earliest of the week anyway, so we had lots of time to just relax and really take in the views and just yeah, just really take it all in and enjoy our last night here. We've met some great people, and I feel like we've kind of built ourselves a family. We've basically hiked together and spent the evenings together since I think it was day 2 and day 3. So I'm definitely gonna miss them. I'm gonna miss this. It's been fun, challenging, but very rewarding, and just great to get away from the hustle and bustle of everyday life and just to be able to take in the scenery. It is absolutely beautiful out here. If you ever get a chance, I would definitely recommend it. I'm gonna miss waking up to views like this. There's the tent, and there is my morning view. I don't think it could get much better, except for the fact that now we have one of the hardest climbs out of here. But on a good note, we only got 6 kilometers left, and we are to the end, and then it will be time to celebrate, because let me tell you, we deserve it. We have done amazing on this hike, and it's been a challenge, but you know what, it's all been worth it. Well, let the fun begin. We've got about 6 kilometers out of here, and we get to start with this. And you can't really see them, but they keep on going up and up and up. Five more kilometers. We got this. Kilometer 70. We are officially on the highest point of the West Coast Trail. Kilometer 70, I think, sits at just under 700 feet. I think it's 698. It was a tough climb coming out of Thrasher, but it was only about a kilometer, so now we are on the home stretch, and I think the rest of it is kind of downhill, so it shouldn't be too bad. There's the broken bridge, and just a tiny little river. We just have to come down that we have to cross. Skip across the rocks. There is wood here, so it looks like they're planning on fixing it. quite pretty in here. A lot more open than some of the other parts of the trail. We've got the creepy tree creature out there. He looks a little sad. We've got a bridge, and then we have a ladder going up. I lied at kilometer 70 when I said that I thought it was all downhill from there. We've still had a lot of elevation change, so it's not all downhill from there, just to let you know. Video won't do its justice, but you had to just climb down from there. Thank goodness for roots. It's really pretty in here. Time for a little break. I think we're almost there. I would say less than a kilometer, but I guess we'll find out. The last couple kilometers they've been good. We got a mix of forest walk, there's some rocky sections, and a couple ladders, a couple bridges, a broken bridge. So it's been a little bit more technical. You really have to be careful of every foot. But yeah, overall I think we're making pretty good time. So we should hit the pub here in the next hour or so. How's it going, sis?
Going good. Almost done.
We must be on the home stretch. We feel the ocean breeze, we can hear the waves, and we're heading down. We're almost done. What a journey. But first, they're gonna make us climb up again before we finish. Up around there somewhere is the trail. Hopefully this is our final obstacle.
Wasn't so bad.
I'm wondering if this is our last bridge on the West Coast Trail, number 108. This is one big tree. Well, we see the river and we see the campground, which means we are so close. This last section of the trail has made us really work hard to get to the finish. It's been a slow 6 kilometers, but I think we're about 5 hours. But we are on the home stretch. Almost there. I don't want to get too excited yet, but I think I see the ladder. Eee! Our final ladder on the West Coast Trail. Wow. One more to go. We just gotta go Oh, straight down there. Whew, this is a tall ladder. I can't even look down there. That was a long ladder to climb down. That's straight up and down. Probably almost the scariest one yet, but at least this one has all the rungs. There is the yellow buoy. One last thing to do to actually finalize our West Coast Trail hike is raise the yellow buoy and let them know that we want to ride across the river, because we are done. Woohoo! I am super proud of my baby sister, Sally. This was her first hiking trip and her first backpacking trip, and she picked one of the hardest ones to do, and she kicked ass. So super proud of you. Good job, sister.
Thanks for taking me on this one, Barb. It was the hardest thing I've had to do probably in my life, and I am glad I'm done, and I won't be doing it anytime soon.
So there you have it, folks. It doesn't look like she's going to be my hiking buddy, backpacking buddy. But that's okay. She tried it. That's all that matters. We had a good time, made a lot of good memories and maybe some not so good memories. But, you know, overall it was a great trip, and yeah, just really happy to be finished. The boat has came to save the day. And then when we thought the walking was done, we have to walk to the Parks Canada building to officially check out and officially finish the West Coast Trail. It's not a bad walk, it's just a pavement down the road, so we're heading there now.